Welcome to episode 26 of Beer Bros and BS. This is the Christmas beer edition. Tonight, the guys with me are...
I'm Dan.
Jose.
And we have a special guest tonight, Alex.
Hey, what's up?
And as I said, it's a Christmas beer episode, so we got a little Christmas spirit going on. That's enough of that. Okay, so Alex, first time on the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a Miami native, born and raised. Went to the University of Miami. That's where I met Jose. And got into craft beer about maybe 24 months ago.
Okay. So let me ask you, what's your favorite style of beer?
Man, for a while, it was definitely a little something extra from Lagunitas. Was definitely into that beer for a long time.
Okay, so what if you were stuck on an island, what beer would you want to have with you for a year? Now, it'll be chilled. You have the capability to keep it chilled or keep it served however you have to serve it. And you have food, so you don't have to worry about not having that. But what beer would you bring with you on a tropical deserted island?
Highlight, yeah. I'd probably go with Cigar City Highlight. I don't think I'd get tired of that one.
Great choice, man. Great choice.
Okay, so what would be your favorite brewery?
Right now, I would say Wakefield. Wakefield's pretty much killing it down here.
Down here in Miami, J. Wakefield Brewing. Okay, so now to the tough questions. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Yeah, bring it in.
Yeah, bro. We're getting serious now.
Teleportation's pretty cool. I would probably do teleportation. Never have to worry about traffic again.
Your stress level would be so low. Okay. And then let me ask you, are you a Marvel guy or DC?
Marvel, all the way.
Okay. So who wins in a fight, Iron Man or Captain America?
Well, that's a good one. Iron Man. I'm going to say Iron Man. Captain America, I mean, without that shield, he's just flesh and blood.
Exactly. That's how I feel. But then again,
without the suit, he's also flesh and blood.
He's a billionaire philanthropist.
Yeah.
Playboy.
He's also smarter than Captain America.
And he doesn't have just one suit, so.
Ah, that's true.
And he's got Rhodey. What does Cap have? Well, yeah, I guess he has Bucky. Never mind.
Shit. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So, we have a bunch of good beers, as always. Jose, you brought the first beer?
Yeah, I brought Barrel Monk's Father Christmas.
What'd you bring?
I brought Christmas Bomb by Prairie Artisan Ales.
I got the Stone and Joy by 122515.
Stone?
I believe it's pronounced Stone. I'm not sure.
It's not pronounced Stone?
I don't know. It might be. Let me look it up.
And I have the McKellar Hoppy Loving Christmas. Why don't you tell us about the first beer, Jose, a little bit more?
Okay, so Barrel Monk's, it's Belgian style. It's a spiced holiday beer. It's 10%. It's by Barrel Monks, which is from Boca. So it's a local brewery. The interesting part that I found about this bottle is that the label reads, this beer is bottle conditioned and will have a small layer of yeast sediment at the bottom. Pour carefully. Yeah, I didn't do that good of a job because I got all head on this one. But pour carefully into glass. We recommend you leave the yeast sediment in the bottle. So it's bottle aged, so that means that it will actually, if you age it, you can age it and it will actually be a lot better because it has the yeast inside.
What do you think of it, the taste? I think you can definitely taste the yeast, the Belgian yeast. Definitely big time.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of, typical Belgian notes to it.
Yeah, it's very Belgian-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. I haven't tried.
Maybe I did stir up the yeast a little bit too much.
That's all good. I mean, I like it. I haven't tried too much of Barrel of Monks in the past. But I like it. It's all right. I mean, for the style of beer that it is, I think it's a little bit lighter than I would have expected. Like flavor-wise, not necessarily like the color.
Well, the color is I would say a muddy copper.
Yeah, that's
something like a quad or a double.
Yeah, and a tan head.
Yeah, but it's lightly spiced. It's not like overpowering the spice, but you can actually taste it in the aftertaste.
Yeah,
like a little bit, like it's not that cloying like Belgian taste at the end.
No, that's true. It's I think it's an easier drinking Belgian style than some of the other ones out there because it's maybe a little bit like, I don't know, a little bit lighter, maybe a little, not watered down. I don't want to say
Yeah,
that,
it's not watered down. It's definitely heavy beer, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like, I don't feel like it's clovey, like as clovey as the other ones.
I mean, you could tell it's there, but it's I don't know. It's all right.
Yeah, I think Jose's right. I think it's not really as clovey. It doesn't have too much spice, I don't think.
Yeah, that's
especially
what-
for a holiday ale.
Yeah, because people actually go crazy with the spices when they do holiday ales.
And this actually is our first Barrel of Monks brew on the podcast. So,
Wow.
nice pickup. As we want to start out the show with a little craziness, play a little round of Would You Rather.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, did I ask you guys,
Mr. Mephisto here.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
would you rather be lost in the woods at night with animals hunting you or stuck in a legit haunted house
Shit.
How long are you in the haunted house for?
overnight?
Just 8 hours, 12 hours?
Sunset to sunrise. And we're going to go with, today's it'll be the day after, but it's the winter solstice, so it's the longest night.
Oh, wow.
So, tonight, me be in the woods all night with, animals hunting you, or legit haunted house.
I would probably do the haunted house.
Why?
Because I'm not going to have animals trying to kill me. And
Yeah, but it's haunted. Like, you're gonna have demons and ghosts trying to kill you.
no, but
Like doors that will open
yeah,
and close
shit,
myself.
like scary shit will happen, but a ghost isn't actually going to be able to kill me.
Well, I mean, unless
Can
it
it?
drops a shelf on your head or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So stay
true.
away from shelves.
Yeah,
or you die of fear. You have like a
Like
heart attack.
Well,
I mean, I would probably just get so shit faced that I fall asleep in the haunted house and like not even realize it.
that's a great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna allow it. I don't think you have any access to alcohol.
Oh.
Well, that changes.
What
it.
kind of old haunted house is this? They don't have a liquor bar in there?
It's a dry haunted house.
So yeah.
Oh, that's even scarier, man. Shit.
Well, okay. Now, how about this? There is liquor in this haunted house, but the owner and the family was killed by the serving staff. They were poisoned. So, drink up.
So it's like The Shining?
Yeah,
bro,
it sounds like The
that was
Shining.
Exactly what I was thinking. Oh my god, dude. I don't know, man. That's a tough call.
No, I'd rather have the fucking animals.
What
Yeah.
animals? Wolves? Rabbits?
Wolves, bears, fucking
I'm
cheetahs,
not
I don't
fucking
know.
with bears, man.
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking with bears.
I would say 3 wolves.
I might not fuck with wolves either. I'd take my chances with the ghosts.
I'd go with the wolves. Start a fire.
Yeah,
They're not coming to that fire.
fucking make a weapon with the fire and
Hunt the wolves.
Yeah.
How the tables have turned.
You slime. Slick like a fox.
It's like that movie, The Gray, that Liam Neeson did.
Well,
It was basically the dude from Taken, but in a mountain.
Spoiler alert, doesn't he,
I think he actually winds up
Spoiler
dying,
alert.
yeah,
right?
he dies.
But I mean, he fights them off. Like, does some pretty badass shit. I think he like tapes a bunch of broken glass to his fist or something like that, and like just beats the shit out of them.
wait, I think this is Bloodsport, right?
No, but he did it in that movie.
Or no, wait, was it Bloodsport the one that they start kickboxing with glass in their fist?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that too. But this is a similar.
and he's kickboxing the palm tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you guys. Star Wars just came out. Would you rather look like Jar Jar Binks or talk like Jar Jar Binks? Jose,
I'd rather look like him. Nobody wants to talk like Jar Jar Binks.
you would have to have a different set of headphones then for your floppy ears.
That's fine. I would have, rather than headphones, I would have earplugs.
They'd be like old lady creepy titties
Wait,
ears.
so Jose would look like Jar Jar Binks but still sound like Jose?
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, man. What do you think?
I'm gonna say talk like Jar Jar Binks, man.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that.
Because you could get by with like a lot of
Yeah.
like hand gestures. You don't really gotta.
Yeah, I
don't have
agree.
to talk too
man.
much.
I agree.
Because you could be, and just say, yeah, Jamaican. Yeah, Misa happy.
Yeah, dude, I would do the talk like, and then I would make a reggae album. Yeah,
Or get cast. Do some cosplaying or something.
yeah, that's true.
All right, what about this one? Would you guys rather be able to run 100 miles per hour or fly at 10 miles per hour.
No
And-
ceiling? No ceiling on how high I can fly at 10 miles an hour?
No, as long as you can breathe, that's totally fine. But I think the fastest a man has ever run is like 23 miles an hour.
Damn.
So 24, maybe 27. Not breaking 30, but you'd be able to run 100 miles an hour. Easily.
What open space could you run 100 miles per hour? Because I know you can't run 100. Like you cannot walk across the street in Miami.
You'd
without
be able
getting
to run to work. You'd have to wait.
Yeah, you could run to work.
Or you could fly 10 miles an hour.
And honestly, there's nothing much up there that I would really want to see where I would be like, oh yeah, I'm flying. Wait.
You're basically like floating and slowly drifting.
Well,
You're
sure,
a
that
hot
wouldn't
air
be that
balloon.
bad. I would
Well,
just,
I mean, in all honesty, 10 miles an hour
It's pretty fast.
is pretty fast.
Yeah. Dude, I would do the fast running though.
Well, how long would like a 1,000 mile flight take you then? Like 100 hours?
1,000-mile flight would be 10 hours. And flying?
Yeah, flying.
Yeah. Be
100 hours?
1,000-mile it would be 100 hours.
So you'd have to like stop to eat and
so
stuff.
basically, you're just saying to levitate. Yeah, man, that would be pretty
But
cool.
you could go up
Yeah, you could
200 feet.
I could just be levitating here out on your chair, just with me.
Exactly. You could do that. Or, you want to grab a bite and you want to go down the street.
Yeah, I'd rather levitate. Actually,
You could, you don't have to fly at 10 miles. You could do it 4 miles an hour.
You never have to put on shoes again. I'm gonna run though. I'm gonna do the run.
no, actually, you know what? I would have like a little carpet and be like,
Yes.
You're going to get bombed.
Glue the carpet to your feet.
yeah.
Okay. Final one of the night. Would you guys, this is a hard one. Would you rather sweat? Would you rather have your sweat be a green liquid or your fart be purple smoke?
Purple smoke.
Green liquid.
Purple smoke.
I'd be like the Gatorade guy, just like green sweat drops.
that was a quick answer.
Yeah. I think that sounds pretty cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
You're like, what is that purple cloud by your ass, Dan?
Well, I mean, that one, I don't know, man. It could be one of the many things.
I also sweat way too much to be sweating green.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to do that.
Oh, well, half of my wardrobe is green already, so
Just blends right in.
yeah, it blends right in.
What if you were, sweating something that looked like blood? Or you had the purple
Well,
fart cloud?
you could just do. See, I would say if you were to sweat green, just wear, have lots of dark towels, black sheets, things like that.
Yeah.
Or if you move somewhere up north where it's cold, or you wouldn't be sweating that much, then you just.
You could blend in the club, fart. Oh, well, it's a smoke machine.
Except I think they'd smell it.
It's a bad smoke machine.
Some of the smoke machines do smell pretty bad.
That's true.
That mixture. So we're actually on our second beer of the night. Before we continue any further, this one's brought to us by Alex. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
It's Prairie Artisan Ales out of Oklahoma. Their Christmas Bomb, which I believe is supposed to be a holiday iteration of their Bomb Imperial Stout. So this should be an Imperial Stout that is, on top of having like chili peppers and coffee, it should also have maybe some other holiday spices, coriander, maybe cinnamon.
Yeah, I definitely taste the coffee. I taste a little bit on the back end of the chili. It's just got a little pinch of spice, not much.
Oh, yeah, now I taste the chili. Like, I was trying to figure out what that flavor was.
It's definitely on the back end, yeah.
Yeah, I think it complements the warming of the alcohol, the warming feel of the alcohol nicely.
Yeah, dude, I agree. I think this is really good. I think this is a beer that actually will, besides getting better with age, will actually get better when you just leave it sitting out in room temperature for a while, let it warm up a little bit.
Yeah, and breathe a little bit.
Like, I would prefer having that not, right out of the fridge. Maybe let it, chill for a bit.
Yeah. Kind of like how we did it tonight.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's really good. I like that a lot.
Although it's really hot, though. Like, Obviously, what Reyes brought here was a growler, but if it was in a bottle, I'd obviously let it sit a bit.
Yeah.
But then you would lose the cinnamon, which loses the whole point. So maybe the bomb is more advantageous for that.
So I'll start off the topics tonight. I actually have two of them. One's kind of a would you rather. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the game Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is this. I actually do not own the game, but this is the second year which I do receive their holiday presents. You sign up $15. Usually it's like right after Thanksgiving, and
Last year was a turd.
no, that was to buy extra. That was on Black Friday. If you just wanted to buy a box of crap.
It was literally a box
Bullshit.
of crap.
It was
Yeah.
literally a sterilized.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But last year was called 10 days or whatever of Kwanzaa.
Mhm.
And they'd send out 10 days of gifts, and they give you like a one by 1 foot plot of land when they called Hawaii 2. It's an island off the coast of Maine. They said it's too cold, so they wanted to warm it up, so they called it Hawaii 2. They have more expansion cards that they give you for your set or whatever. I just got it because it was funny. This year, it's 8 sensible gifts for Hanukkah. The first 3 days, I think we have one more day left of gifts. The first 3 days were pairs of socks with a menorah on it, symbolizing which day it was. They said it's a sensible gift. You always should have clean socks.
That's awesome.
There's some things they gave you. They donated the money to a local radio station. But today I got day 7. It was some more cards, expansion cards, and there was a note in it, and they said, I have the picture here too. They purchased a $1,500 or $15,000 Picasso. And because we all paid that $1 to get in, that we all own it. Actually, I think it's 15,000. I think it's 15,000. They're gonna let us vote starting between December 26th and January 1st, and we can decide if you paid in. You can decide if we donate that Picasso to some museum in Chicago, or cut it up and laser cut it into 15,000 pieces and send it out to everybody, so everyone gets a piece of a Picasso.
Wow, that's fucking amazing.
So it's like the discussion is like, would you rather have that Picasso, be in a museum somewhere and know that, yeah, I own part of that, or have, a tiny shred of a Picasso?
Wow.
Dude,
I'd rather have the tiny shred.
I think I'm going to take the shred too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's more like, you know what? Guess what? This art piece is no longer because it would be more like, oh look, I was part of this shredding.
Yeah,
Well-
you're transforming it.
Yeah, you could also look at it as another piece of art, as
Exactly.
The other thing that they said, because I read about this I didn't believe it. I thought they were just fucking around, but actually, people are really upset on Reddit and the art subreddit, whatnot, and a bunch of there's a whole other group of people that said that this is one of 50 copies he made of this particular piece, because he has thousands upon thousands of, he would make something, he would make several copies of it, and this is just one of 50. So really, it wouldn't, if it was destroyed, it wouldn't be that much of a loss to.
It would be like if you burnt up a brand new car.
I don't even think it'd be that bad. Because I think a brand new car is worth more than that Picasso would be.
I'm actually terrible at appraising art, so I have no idea.
Okay, and then, so we'll find out what happens there. Some people are like, no, it belongs, they're doing the Indiana Jones. It belongs in the museum.
Do any of you guys collect art? You guys have anything?
I wish.
Yeah.
Not really, man.
I'm broke.
I don't.
But one day.
I actually just got into it. I bought a piece from, I don't know if you guys know Atomic, the guy who does the orange. It looks like Obi from the Orange Bowl. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, like the guy, like the smiling
chip
orange.
Yeah, exactly. That guy.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
My friend got a free piece of, by, A-Hole Sniff's glue.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he had designed a door.
Mm-hmm.
And he had put it on Biscayne and 40 something, Biscayne 50 something, and my friend was working and had his truck in the area, and he saw it on Instagram. He picked it up, sits in the corner of his living room.
He took the door.
Yeah. Well, he a-hole put it out there just for anybody to take it. Anybody wants
it
it.
wasn't
this is
actually
where-
like hinged to anything.
No. It was he put it in the middle of the
Oh,
boulevard.
yeah, when he does those giveaways.
And my friend just was like 2 seconds from there. He just scooped it up and, it looks great in his house too. That's the other thing. It just matches everything perfectly.
Cool.
I want to take the door so bad.
That is pretty awesome.
It's a doorbuster.
Okay, so my other little short topic tonight is a favorite Hollywood actor of ours. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. He's returning a stolen dinosaur skull that he bought. Do any of you guys want to guess who? It's one of our. We've talked about him before.
I don't know.
I mean, friend of the show, Tony, loves this guy.
Oh, Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He bought a stolen dinosaur skull. It was a Tyrannosaurus, not Rex, but a different one. And it was from Mongolia. He agreed to turn over the rare stolen dinosaur skull he bought for $276,000 to U.S. authorities so it can be returned to the Mongolian government. He's not accused of doing any wrongdoing. Authorities said he voluntarily agreed to turn it over once he learned of the circumstances. And he even outbid Leo DiCaprio for the skull.
Wow.
So if you were to say, you could make a movie out of this based off one of his other movies, what would you call it?
Whoa.
Face Off?
I don't know.
Mongolia's national treasure?
It'd have to be like Auction Head or something like that. Yeah.
What I found in the rock? Or, there's a Ghost Rider joke in there somewhere. It's just...
Something about a skull and Ghost Rider.
And Mongolia.
Face Off.
I don't know. I'm sure it would have a bone pun in the title somewhere, and I just can't think of it.
Running a little slow tonight?
A little bit.
Love bones, don't you, though?
Oh, come on, man,
Bid Rex.
And it just gives me a chance to say Tyrannosaurus sex.
Yeah.
Because that's funny.
Yeah, here,
It is.
lob. No, it just goes out of bounds.
So, Jose, what topic you have for us tonight?
Today's topic is, today I was reading long news, I was actually pretty impressed.
Take your time.
Yeah, I was impressed by, SpaceX today, managed to launch off a rocket into space, and actually retrieve back the same rocket, and it will actually land back using its thrusters back onto Earth, and just be upright and just without being damaged. So
Sorry, you saying it landed erect?
it landed definitely erect. It landed remember the Looney Tunes, The Martian?
Yeah.
When it launches off and then it comes back into Earth and it just it's erect. So that's how the video looked like. That reminded me. But apparently it's going to save a lot of money too.
Well, yeah, because every time they launched a rocket, they threw it away.
Yeah, they throw it away into the ocean and it's millions of dollars just poof, okay. So now this is going to actually lower the cost for.
So how crazy is it that Elon Musk is so smart that he's like, I got an idea, guys. You ever seen Looney Tunes? Let's do that.
Yeah, bro.
Marvin the Martian. Let's do that. And they're sitting around that boardroom like, the fuck is wrong with this guy? It's it's going to make us billions of dollars. Is he high? What's wrong with him?
So yeah, they finally got it through. But yeah, this is going to allow us to actually send off things into space for a lot cheaper. They're saying 75%.
But didn't somebody else do it first? Wasn't it Amazon's company? Jeff Bezos' company?
There's SpaceX and there's another one that's
Well, there's three of them. There's Virgin Galactic.
Virgin Galactic. There's SpaceX and there's
And I think, what's his name? The guy who owns Amazon, Jeff Bezos? He, I thought it was his company, or maybe Larry Page at Google or somebody had,
but I know they're
did it last
neck and
month.
neck for the contract for NASA.
NASA? What do you mean? Isn't that how it's pronounced?
NASA.
It's better in the Bahamas.
NASA.
It's not far.
Yeah.
So what topic you have for us this week?
I came totally ill prepared. So Oh, this is awkward.
That's all.
Today's topic is silence. Enjoy.
It's golden.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of golden, how about the hire? It's pretty cool.
Oh, sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, and extending into that, all the people that got fired and are getting rehired today in college football, it's like insane.
So what are some of the other notable moves that happened?
Notable, well, there are actually a lot of retirees. South Carolina got Muschamp because their guy retired. Frank Beamer retired also from Virginia Tech, so they're not sure. They almost fired the guy from LSU. Miles, they almost fired him, but they decided at the last minute to take him back. But yeah, there's been a lot of like administration, like coaching changes in college football.
If your program's in trouble, it is.
Yeah, well, FSU is not in trouble exactly, and they wanted Les Miles technically for Jimbo because they thought Jimbo was going to leave if Les Miles left.
No. Jimbo's not going anywhere. Something you might not know about
He's
me.
the highest paid coach in the ACC. It's going to be tough for anybody to lure him away.
Yeah. Well, actually, with Mark Richt, I don't know.
Yeah, no, Rick is still, he's second.
He's second.
Yeah,
Yeah, now he's second. I think,
but he wasn't really in hot water in Georgia either. They were just mad that he couldn't get a national title.
Well, I always think it's weird. It's just like the recycling that they do there with coaching. It's like, you get fired for not doing something, and then you're maybe a year off because you still have your contract. They have to pay you out. So maybe a year or two you sit out until you take another job, and you get the same job you had before that you failed at.
Well, sometimes it's rough, right? Like you might have to end up taking an offensive coordinator position or.
Well, in the meanwhile,
Yeah.
but usually, I mean, that's if you can't sit at home because they still pay out your contract. So if you're, if you're Al Golden, they still have to pay you out. So if he wants to work, he can work with however long he had left on his contract. He still.
yeah, look at Mario Cristobal. He got fired from FIU, but I mean, it makes more sense to be the offensive lineman coach at Alabama because it pays more, I imagine.
I mean, it's Alabama, dude. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
As much as I hate Nick Saban, that's a ridiculous team.
Yeah, it is.
Well, except all they can do is run. They can't do anything else.
Hey, man.
Well, and defend the ball. That's the other caveat.
Well, that's 75% of the game. They're not a whole team.
Yeah, well, I like more defensive teams than the offensive played ones. Like, because there's a whole bunch of shootout teams. Like,
There's a joke there I have about UM.
oh, really?
I'm not going to take it, though.
No,
Oh, why? Do it.
Definitely.
It's like, of course you are. That's what UM has. Because it ain't offense.
Oh.
Bird.
Yeah, I know. No, actually, the good teams have been a pretty good defensive team either way.
Did he also have something about spoilers?
Oh yeah, well that's what burns my bacon.
Oh, okay. We'll say that for the later then.
Alright.
We'll say that.
God, man. Spoilers?
No, we just spoiled it.
You spoiled his fucking.
Oh my God! I'm such a rookie. Okay, so we're actually on our third beer of the night. This one is brought to you by yours truly. It's by McKellar. Hoppy Loving Christmas. It's Imperial IPA, 7.8%. Actually, according to its Beer Advocate page, it's no longer brewed. But since I just bought this the other day, I find that hard to believe. It's a Christmas IPA brewed with ginger and pine needles.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I got the pine.
Hint, somebody has to change that it's no longer brewed on Beer Advocate.
It's good. It's kind of sweet, man.
I like it.
Yeah. I like it a lot. It's cool. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing for an IPA.
You can the ginger is really strong. I mean, it's not a sweet ginger that you might expect. It's it's not like pickled ginger.
It's like a citrusy,
Yeah, it's like-
spicy.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely citrusy in here for sure.
Yeah, it's a lighter version of the ginger chews that they have. Like, there's a coworker that has a jar of ginger chews that he has for the whole office, and I always take one. And
As always, I gotta say that Beer Bros and BS does support the ginger cause.
yeah,
They do indeed have souls.
They do indeed have souls.
It goes for ginger beards too.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that a little bit. Okay. It happens. So, Dan, what topic you got for us?
Well, I found something that was kind of funny, so I'm going to talk about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, I do what I got to do. So this happened actually recently, just a few weeks ago in Australia. There was a big story in the news in Sydney where the police responded to a bunch of calls of reported domestic violence in an apartment building over there. They find that there's just a single man there by himself and a can of bug spray. And so the story actually starts late.
Were you recently in Australia?
You know what, man? It sounds like some shit I would probably do. But the story here, they have a transcript of the call, and it's hilarious. I can't believe this is real. But basically, the neighbors of this guy called the cops because they heard him yelling, and they heard what they thought was a woman yelling as well. Except he's there by himself, screaming like a lady. And so the police get there, and they're like, "Oh, where's your wife? Where's your girlfriend? Oh, I don't have one. Oh, because we had a report of domestic violence and a woman screaming. So where is she now? Oh," and the guy's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I live here alone." So the officer's like, "It's Australia," so he goes, "Come on, mate. People clearly heard you yelling that you were gonna kill her." And there was furniture getting thrown around. So this guy got kind of pissed. Said, "No, I live here alone, I swear." And the cop goes, "Come on, mate, what have you done with her?" And I swear this is fucking
That sounds so fucking casual.
They are pretty casual there.
Where'd you put the body, mate?
Yeah, but the guy goes,
You killed her.
Finally,
Where'd you
after all
put
this
the
shit."
corpse,
Yeah,
mate?
yeah. He goes, "Yeah, you killed her. Where is she at?" He goes, "No, man, I live here alone, but I think you guys are talking about this spider that I just killed." The cop's like, "What?" He goes, Yeah, it's really big."
Oh, is that what you call her?
And he goes, "But what about, the reports of hearing a lady screaming?" He goes, "Yeah, sorry, I just really hate spiders." And this, I swear to God, is not a joke. This is an actual report from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. This happened November 25th, just a few weeks ago. And I thought it was hilarious because I kind of agree with the guy. And I would probably react very similarly.
And
Crikey.
And this is a great opportunity to bring up that story again.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the bugs. And,
so
Especially, well, it's not a bug, it's an arachnid.
yeah,
true.
I used to have severe arachnophobia, man.
I mean, I've known Dan like 25 years now, something like that.
Yeah.
And so I've known him for a long time. I know, ups and downs and, all type of, personal shit. And we were, must have been 4 or 5 years now.
Damn, was it that long?
Yeah.
Whatever.
4 or 5 years ago, we were in Jamaica, and we were on a bus going to Bob Marley's tomb. So we were out of the tourist area because he was not born in anywhere nice, and we're going up the mountain.
It's a good 2.5 hour long ride, right?
Yeah, and we were drinking the night before, so we were a little hungover. And we were so tired, and it must have been like
It's hot as fuck. We were in our tank tops.
May, June, and July. We were just in our tank tops, sitting there in the back of this unair conditioned bus, and
Basically, a school bus.
yeah, it's a school bus with the windows down. And when you used to go, on a school bus, if they went too close to the side of the road, a tree would hit every window like dot dot dot. So I'm sitting there, and we're just like, please let us get there. We hear there's AC at this place, so fucking hot, This one branch had a bug on it, and I kid you not, it must have been 3.5 inches long, and it flew in the back. And we were sitting in the last row, and this bug started flying around. And
Seriously, fucking humongous bug. Yeah.
and we, if you've ever been to,
like a fucking small bird.
yeah, and this shit, in the mountains in Jamaica where the road is, 3 inches wider than the bus that we're on. So you don't want to make a big deal because the guy's like, please don't talk to the driver, talk to me. You need anything, I'll try and help you get it. I'll relate it to the bus driver because he needs to focus on this. This bug starts flying around. I'm like, holy shit, look at this thing. It lands on my right shoulder. Dan's sitting to my left. Well, he's sitting to my right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, yo, Dan, kill this motherfucking bug on my shoulder. I don't want I don't want it to fucking sting me or whatever. And it was
I don't
colorful.
want to get like malaria or some shit.
I don't want to get some disease because we're in the mountains. There's no way it's like an hour and 45-minute drive there, an hour and 45-minute back, and we've been in this bus for an hour already. So we still got a ways to go, and we're in the middle of nowhere. That this I'm gonna lose my fucking arm if this thing bites me.
We might have been a little bit paranoid. But.
I mean, and the thing is, it was colorful, and when you learn about insects, and if something's colorful, it's poisonous. That's how that meat eaters know. Don't touch that. It's colorful. It's poisonous. Go away. So I look at him and I say this shit to him, and he goes, I swear to God, this is what his response.
It was not like that.
He goes,
No, it was not like that. Bro.
and I'm like, yo, dude.
Like that,
and I thought he was fucking around with me.
It was not that high pitched.
Yeah, it was.
It was like a
And I'm like, dude, stop fucking around.
Was it one of these?
I have no.
Have you guys seen the video of the turtle screwing? Did it sound like that?
Yeah, it did.
That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That is pretty good.
And so we went to a rest stop and he had bought a couple CDs. And I'm like, flies around and I throw my hat at him and it's by him and I'm like, dude, squash that motherfucking shit. So he takes the CDs
like a
out.
Plastic bag.
Yeah, his plastic bag. And he put his hand in there. And he's like, what the fuck? It's like, squash that shit. So he puts, I swear to God, he put his hands down on it. And he squashed it. He put
like
down
slowly.
so hard.
Slowly.
It looked like he was like giving a deep Swedish massage, deep tissue.
I didn't want to go like too fast and make the thing scared and like fly away. So I kind of came at it slow and just pressed on it really, really slowly.
It's like you were
until I felt it fucking crumble underneath my fingers.
No. It didn't do that. It wasn't like that quick.
The insect must have been like, fucking kill me already.
I wanted to torture that bitch.
No, you pushed down on it, and it looks like you were giving it a massage, like you were coming onto it, and I'm like, dude, squash that shit. Like, what? So when he finally killed it, a few minutes later, maybe, and he's holding it with, his hands in the bag, and he's holding it, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this? And I'm like, motherfucker, roll that shit up, tie it up, and toss that shit out out of the window like a fucking grenade. And he's like, okay. So he did that, And I look at him like, bitch, you almost fucking died. What happened? He's like, I don't know, dude. I was like, yeah, you're fucking with me. You got me good, Dan. So we go to dinner that night, and we were on the cruise with his family. And they're like, oh, so you guys have a good time today? We're like, yeah. It's odd. I told them the same story. And it was me, his mother, his father, his sister, and her sister's husband. And nobody said anything. And I was like, that's odd to be sitting at a table with 5 other people and to have nobody say a word about what I just said. They just kept on eating like I didn't say anything. And I've known them just as long as I've known him. So I repeated the story. And his mother looked up and said, yeah, everyone in the family is afraid of insects. I'm the one that kills the cockroaches in the family. and so I just nodded my head and I smiled.
Mom, there's a roach in the kitchen!
Well, and I looked at him and I said, motherfucker, I've known you like 20 years. You kept your biggest fear from me. Well, now you're fucked up. I know it now. I'm gonna make you pay for this.
Oh, shit.
A year later, I did. In Panama.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we were on another cruise.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'll never forget, because you threw that bag and you screamed like a girl again. And I remember there were some other ladies there, like, they were speaking Portuguese and they laughed at you. Because
what does the Portuguese laugh sound like?
Yeah, because we're on another cruise and we got on Panama. We took a train that went the whole Panama Canal. We got off on the other side, on the Pacific side, and they took us on a bus of a tour and whatnot. And there was like a little area where we stopped, like, get lunch, but I think we drank instead.
Yeah.
And this we got back on the bus and somebody that sat in front of us had like chocolate or something, and they left it on the bus for like 30 minutes. It was covered in ants. Covered in ants.
Yes.
And I was like, dude, there's a huge bug in there. And so he was opening the bag for like the lady or somebody. And he goes, and he threw the bag up in the air. It's just ants. And he's like, oh shit. He's like getting it off his hands. And the Brazilian women were like, I use shampoo.
Look at that little boy.
Oh, shit.
That was my best Portuguese
That was
impression.
pretty good. It's always like, blah, 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 blah. Like, shit like that.
It must have been like, oh, look at that little boy. Let's take him back home.
I was like, look at that little American boy.
Yeah, whatever,
You
bro.
know,
Fuck it.
We were laughing. And I was like, and I told you, like, I got you back for last year for not killing that bug. And he's like, and he just looks at me like, I know what you were talking about. Yeah.
Did you get her back?
Her?
Her back.
No.
I got it. You're referring to Dan, yeah.
Huh?
No, the chick that you opened the bag for.
Oh,
man.
no, Dan was trying to be a nice guy.
No, I was trying to do them a fucking favor and clean up their nasty ass mess. But then I got like ants crawling on my hands and shit when I tried to do it. So I was like, fuck, that's nasty.
Oh, in Brazil? Dude, those ants are no fucking
it
joke.
was in Panama.
Oh, in
the girls
Panama.
were from
but
Brazil.
still, I mean, that shit.
Yeah,
was-
those South American fire ants are no joke.
Yeah,
There was
dude.
like a documentary cameraman that actually got eaten alive by fucking ants.
I heard something about that.
One of the like tribes, their like rite of passage for becoming a man is they make a glove out of palm prongs, and they stuff it full of these like fire ants.
Ooh.
And you have to stick your hand in there. You have to hold it in there after like drinking a bunch of psychedelics. By the way,
Oh, wow.
you have to then like stick your hand in this mitt and hold it and like dance around. And next thing you
Yeah.
know, you're a man and you're getting laid by all the ladies.
And then we have to amputate your fucking fingers and, yeah.
That's crazy.
Actually, that brings me back to one more would you rather that I found today. It's a little crazy. Let me load it up here. Here it is. Would you rather be stranded on a sailboat with 6 of the world's best sailors in the biggest hurricane ever while on LSD,
That sounds awesome.
or have to fly a MiG-23 across New York City with no co-pilot, but you're sober?
Definitely the first one, man.
I think that would fuck me up. I mean, you'd probably die anyway.
I don't know the first thing about flying, man.
Well, I mean, you're on a sailboat going through the world's biggest
Wait,
hurricane
with no
ever.
pilot or
Like-
co-pilot?
You're the pilot.
Oh.
And no co-pilot, you said, right?
No co-pilot.
And the other scenario, I'm with the world's best sailors.
6 best sailers, but you're on a
How many sailors do you really need?
sailboat going through the world's biggest hurricane ever.
How many sailors?
And you're on LSD, so
You're gonna capsize. Yeah.
you're gonna fucking die
It's
anyways.
gonna be a cool way to
but you know, you're gonna.
I mean, I'd rather not drown.
drown or burn to death in a ball like in an inferno.
I think I would probably be able to get far enough out of the city before I would crash.
The thing is that,
Like
Oh no, for sure. No, I'd be able to like keep it level until I run out of fuel. But then
the thing is that the
I might end up
airplanes,
drowning anyways.
the
crash into an
airplanes
ocean.
fly themselves either way, so,
Can they land themselves?
yeah, they do land themselves.
no,
like,
but
they're-
you can't use autopilot.
Oh, okay. So, well, I guess it would have to be like, kind of like the movie. I'd rather take the airplane, kind of like be like the movies. Oh, mission control, how do I fucking fly this thing? Okay, yeah, press this button. I think I'd
Take your
And
I'd take my chances in a plane and die a fiery death
and they
after
tell
having.
you, push this button and it actually kills your oxygen. so you die before you actually crash.
Or it hits the thrusters and then I die a fiery death. Yeah, I'd rather die a
I'm not
fiery
gonna lie, the LSD
death.
kind of makes the other option a little tempting. Like it's not like it's oh no.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe,
But what if you have a bad trip
yeah.
right before you die?
I mean, it is.
You're
a
gonna
bad trip.
you are gonna have a bad trip.
It's a very bad trip.
I mean, think about it. Like, I don't know if you've ever been on a boat in a thunderstorm.
Oh my god, it's terrifying.
It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been on a 25-footer, and that shit is scary as fuck.
Yeah, can you imagine you start seeing like you're like sailing on a
water
sea of
spouts.
no, you're sailing on a sea of blood, and then like your fucking crew is like fucking like zombies. And, like
You're like, fuck this, I'm getting off the boat.
yeah,
You're like, fuck these 6 best
I'm
sailors.
walking ashore.
You die anyway, but the sailors survive.
Oh man.
there was one fatality, but he was on LSD.
Oh man. He didn't even know it. Yeah.
So we're on the final beer of the night. That's brought to us by Dan. Want to tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. I brought the Stone Enjoy by 1225 15 IPA. They've been doing these Enjoy by beers for a while now. This is just continuing the tradition. I'm not really sure if they just keep doing the same the same exact IPA each time and just say, okay, now you have to have it fresh, or if they actually like tweak the recipes each release. But man, it's
But they
it's
seem to
definitely
be.
good.
To
They're all
be-
very close.
they seem to be getting more of the holidays. Like whenever there's like a holiday, because one of them was July 4th or Thanksgiving
true.
or
That's
One
true.
was Halloween.
Halloween, and the other one was December. Because I remember there was like it used to be where it's like enjoy by, and it was just some random date,
Yeah, and you might have it once or twice a year. Now you can get them like
four
maybe
times a year.
4 times a year.
Maybe more. I think St. Patrick's Day was another day.
Yeah.
They had one.
Yeah.
It was like-
Well, then there's also the other
Enjoy
the other
After.
series they have is the Enjoy After.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Oh no, wait, that was the one that you brought to the episode, and you're
Yeah.
like, let's
Oh, yeah.
have it next year.
Yeah, I did that.
It was 316 or something like that,
Oh, nice.
It was some event.
or 74. Like, yeah, I remember we.
I think it was
the bottle.
I think it might have been Enjoy After.
Yeah, Joey.
It was like 7-4, and I just looked at it. I was like, "Oh, great! Yeah, great bottle. Huh? We haven't done this yet." And then I got to the recording, and I was like, "Holy shit! It's 16, not 15."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, so
have to
we're
hold on to that
We're gonna
bitch for a
age this for a year."
Yeah, I was telling you guys earlier about that bread IPA I had. I ended up having it at Cushion. I just it was actually a shame that I drank it that day. I should have taken that bottle home, given it some time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for it to get funky.
It was already pretty funky. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, but I mean, it would have been cool to see. What
No,
the-
but I
the
do
time
know
did to
that
it.
they used random dates because one of the Enjoy buys was 10/19, which is my birthday. So what they did at one of the bars, the Cervezas,
Yeah.
was that they had to get rid of the tap because they still had like half of the
no
keg
way.
of 10/19
It was
of
like
Enjoy buy.
Cheap pours.
No, it was all you can drink for $20.
You're right. That's what it was.
And all you can drink, I ended up drinking like 5. I was like completely hammered by the end of the day.
Yeah, because
Like,
these are no joke.
these are 10% or something like.
Nah, I think they're like 7.5.
This
No,
one
these
right
are like
here
9.
is, I'll tell you exactly right now. It's
9.4.
pretty, it's pretty serious. Yeah, so it's exactly 9.4% ABV. It has 88 IBUs. Typical for like an Imperial IPA.
So yeah, my wife took me to the bar and like we got like all you can drink Enjoy by because we had to enjoy it by.
That's a sweet deal. The next one's probably going to be Valentine's Day, huh?
I think so, yeah. Probably.
2/14. 2/14/16.
Probably.
No, actually, you know what? It might be 2/29 to celebrate the
Oh, the leap year.
leap year.
Oh. Okay.
You heard it here first. Stone It Brewing. 2/29/16.
Stone doing great things out of San Diego.
Yes.
And that brings us to what burns your bacon. Now, I did a little spoiler earlier for you, Alex. Why don't you go ahead and
Yeah, man. So recently, actually on Friday, everybody knows Star Wars came out, awesome movie, great. Everybody wanted to go see it, and I wanted to make it a point to see it opening weekend, to limit opportunities for spoilers. I even went so far as to delete my Facebook app, my Twitter app, and my Instagram app from my phone. Unfortunately, I work in social media, so when I got to work on Friday, I was clearing out a queue. I was looking at posts from a brand that I wasn't even supposed to be doing that day. I was covering for a friend. And, I guess the bullet was meant for me. I read the first sentence. I'm not going to say what it was, just in case. But I read the first sentence and I just started banging on my desk and cursing and I stormed out of the room and people thought I was quitting. And, yeah, man, it's just, fuck spoilers, man. It's fucked up. I never really knew how fucked up they were until it happened to me.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking terrible.
Did you end up seeing the movie
Yeah, I
anyway?
saw the movie. I mean, I was looking forward to the movie so much, and that moment sucked. But that moment really sucked. But it was.
Did you do one of these?
No.
I gave out a Wookiee roar.
Yeah.
see, that's why I went at midnight so that no one could spoil it for me. Well,
man,
actually, I
you
went
have
before
to.
midnight.
I'm gonna do that for the next one for sure. I'm not even risking
If
that.
there's anything I ever want to see, like really bad, see it as soon as possible because
Well, you go to the Cine Bistro,
yeah.
which is another tip.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
All right,
Well, I
that's
mean,
what
I
recommend that.
did it, Thursday night at 7. So
I recommend
10.
Cine Bistro definitely because
or any like fancy movie theaters.
Anywhere where you got your seats reserved. I think that's a big
anywhere
plus.
you can reserve your seats.
Yeah.
I like that it's 21 and over because you don't get kids in there talking and being annoying.
That's definitely a plus.
Alcohol's a plus. The food there is really good.
Yeah, you don't get some 7-year-old kicking you behind the seat.
A lot of theaters are starting to serve alcohol now.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I think Sunset Place got a bar.
Sunset Place has a bar, yeah.
Sinopolis in the Grove.
Yes, that place is actually pretty good.
That's where I saw it. That's where I saw it. It was really good.
Yeah, I like that place a lot. Sorry, go ahead.
Jose, what burns your bacon?
What burns my bacon is right before I got here, I was doing some holiday shopping for the past few days. And fuck parking at these places, dude. It's a fucking mission all the time now. Like, because of the fucking holidays. Even though everybody's really doing the same thing I'm doing, so, I mean, I understand, but...
I did all my shopping online this year.
Amazon Prime.
Yep,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. Every single thing, just about.
I have Amazon Prime, but I didn't use it this year. I know.
It might not be. Actually, no. Is it too late? It might not be too late.
No, you can do it. No, actually, I think it was by
Today?
it's by 10. 10
Oh,
because we're gonna post this
missed it.
tomorrow,
oh yeah.
so they'll be hearing this a day late. But the 2 days. Cause I got something for a coworker's kid.
Yeah, I did all my shopping on Monday. I just ordered a bunch of stuff.
I've been doing mine since Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you can do the overnight, but I don't think they do overnight during this holiday.
Yeah,
They do?
And it's discounted, I believe.
Wow, champs.
My
dude.
because actually I had, like I said, I ordered something for a coworker's kid, and it didn't come today. It was supposed to come yesterday, and it didn't come. And so they refunded me. And they said if you want to order it again, we'll waive the 1-day shipping.
Well, if it's waived, but like the 1-day shipping is they'll probably charge a premium now. Like,
I don't think they can gouge it.
It'll probably be like $20-$30.
I mean, I don't mind that they gouge it because there's a lot of volume
Yeah, if
coming
the
in.
demand is there, you could charge higher for sure.
No, it's just that it's a lot of extra work because there's so much volume that they have to process. That I understand, but it's just such a pain in the ass to get to the parking places and also to get to work and stuff like that. So, like, not to work, but like get from work to home because there's so many people going into the same place and like all traffic is just like backed up and yeah, fuck.
So
Again, we always go back in these burns my bacon back to the same thing. Fucking driving in Miami.
All right, what's worse though, parking or paying that overnight shipping fee?
Good one. Would you rather? Right there.
Hindsight, I would rather fucking pay the overnight shipping fee. I would rather pay the overnight shipping fee. And not have to deal with A, parking, B, with people like just shoving around, and C, just like almost like potentially getting jacked at the.
See, that was my
parking
thing.
lot.
I went to I did all my shopping online this year through Amazon or eBay, and I took my mother to go see Star Wars because she wanted to go see it, and I went to Dolphin Mall here in Miami, and I swear that was, I got there and I was looking for parking. I always had this little lot where no one parks and it's quickly you can get to the theater. That shit, they had like a 10 to 15 car line of people waiting there, following the people as they walk out of the stores.
Wow.
I said, what?
Dolphin is terrible. Notorious for that.
Valet parking it is.
Mm-hmm.
Good $7. I mean, no complaints there.
Treating mom nice.
For sure.
For me, what burns my bacon this week is when you get bad advice. Specifically from friends. I'd have to say last week when we recorded, we left here and another beer bro had warned us of a certain construction on a certain notorious and nefarious highway here in Miami, the Palmetto.
Crawl Meadow.
And actually, it wasn't, he didn't warn us about the Palmetto, he warned us about the Dolphin Expressway. You okay, Dan?
Yeah.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, flashback.
No, I know. I was
It's
remembering
so
how
bad.
shitty
No,
it was.
it's let's tell you how bad the Crawletto is. They actually have billboard signs for like a plastic surgery. Oh, while you're waiting on the Crawletto, why don't you consider this? Like we actually have businesses like actually advertising how slow this is because they know people are going to be looking there as you wait your 10 minutes until you can get your 5 foot in.
And it's I mean, I think they've been working continuously on that highway for the last 20-some years. The stat was,
They'll be working on it for another 20 to come.
My grandkids will know.
yeah. And so our beer bro had recommended we stay off the Dolphin Expressway because it's
Backed up.
It's
Backed
never
up
backed
and-
up.
And so I said, well, I'm not going to take that way home. I'll go a different way. I'll take the Palmetto. Except until I got on the Palmetto, I realized that he doesn't know his numbers.
Oh, shit.
This is out to you. You know who you are.
Damn. Fucking savage.
Took
Raise
me-
your hand.
It,
Raise your hand.
It should have taken me maybe 15, 20 minutes to get home. It took me damn near over 45 minutes.
That's the worst, man.
At 11:30 at night.
In the middle of the night.
At 11:30 at night. It
That's
took me
ridiculous.
45 minutes to get
That's
home.
ridiculous.
And I live right off the highway, so it takes me little to no time.
So you got there the next day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Dan, what burns your bacon?
Besides, agreeing with everything else that you guys have been saying so far, I would like to add, if you're out in a public place and somebody is gonna sneeze or cough and they don't cover their mouth with their hand and they let that shit go out everywhere, that burns my bacon. I'm like, it's just fucking disgusting. Like, spreading that shit out onto everybody else, that bothers me. Or, like, if the person next to you, say, on a, if you're sitting in a waiting room or something, and they're there, like, doing the whole, like, snot sniffle in thing instead of, like, blowing their nose, and they keep doing, like, the snort. Little shit like that just really gets on my nerves.
Maybe they should stop doing cocaine.
But it is Miami, so, I mean,
Yeah.
I can't, like, I don't know, I can't ask for too much. But
That's the secret in this city.
yeah, man, that's how we have a white Christmas. But
Sneeze, white dust.
shit. No, but really, it bugs me so much when people like cough or sneeze out in a public place and they don't cover their mouth. Or like if you're in a bathroom and you see somebody finish taking a dump and they don't wash their hands.
Ugh.
Oh no!
Or when you
Yeah.
see
Wait,
them-
does
That is
that
the
ever
worst.
happen?
That is the
Wow.
worst. You've seen that shit. Come on, man.
I know, but no, I've seen it where you go through. They don't wash their hands, and it's like, oh, that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty bad
No,
too.
you know what?
But taking
when
a
it's
shit
pretty
is
bad?
worse.
You know when it's pretty bad when it's at your office and you know that and you're like,
Yep,
wow, you
yep.
don't wash your hands.
I'm telling you, that's like something I've seen in these past couple days. I've observed it. I mean, it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of can let the pee one go.
Yeah, I know
but-
that's why. But
like,
taking a shit and then
You're putting your fingers right there when you wipe, so you got to wash your hands after, man.
So do your fingers get shitty when you wipe your ass?
No, but I mean, it's close enough,
close
like-
Sounds like it does.
I mean, if the toilet paper is really cheap and like it pokes through.
yes, we covered this before. Single ply toilet paper. Fuck that shit too.
That
Again.
burns my bacon.
So, guys, let me ask you, what was your favorite beer of the night?
Oof, it's a tough one, man.
I mean, for me, the McKellar Hoppy Lovin' Christmas really stood out to me. I really enjoyed that one.
Jose?
The Prairie Artisan Ales. It's very complex. I liked it. I liked it as it is. So
I'm going to have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Prairie Christmas Bomb a lot, and the Stone A enjoyed by 1225 is very nice as well.
I thought it was pronounced Stony.
It might be. We're just gonna have to have them come out on the show and tell us.
Huh.
Stoon.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So, as always, remember, you can always find us on Facebook, facebook.com/BeerBrosBS, on Twitter @BeerBrosBS, on Instagram @BeerBrosBS, also on Tap, same thing. Email us, beerbrosbs@gmail.com. Find everything that we have on our website, beerbrosbs.com. As always, you can find the podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and...
Podcast Addict.
All right. I'm Dave, the Big Librarian. You can also find me contributing on social media.
Jose.
Alex,
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, Alex. And I'm Dan.
All right. Good
for
night,
having me.
everybody. No problem.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.